the Vanity Fair party. So they were saying, oh, they were partying together. No, they weren't. They never spoke afterwards. They never spoke since. They never spoke since being on stage together.
They have not exchanged words yet. That's my
none
thing.
whatsoever.
That's what I heard. I heard that insult.
People are saying that he's not pressing charges. He's not going to sue. He said himself as part of his stand-up, he doesn't know what he's going to do because he's still processing what happened. He said he still is trying to gather what happened. So you have to understand a person like Chris Rock was seeing not one, but two therapists. Extensively.
This is what simp culture does. Simp culture.
And so by him seeing those therapists, thank God, because who knows what he would have done. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the fact that he is in therapy and he's doing the work on himself, he's trying to find the best way to approach this thing. I would like to see him sue Will personally. Even if for not for a lot of money, just to make a point that, hey, bro, you need to get some therapy too, because your wife is going to ruin your career. Now, let me finish my other thought. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Hold on.
The double standard. I'm gonna let you put a pin in it. Put a pin in it. Hold on to it for me. Don't lose it. Keep it. Don't lose it. Don't. Okay, go ahead, because I'll remember mine. Because mine is about the double standard.
That's sick of hearing this stuff. I understand,
I'm one of them.
We ain't talk about it. We're only gonna have the one episode, maybe.
And like I said, everybody else.
About it now. So I understand, tune out. It ain't your cup of tea, but we do thank you for trying to tune in. See you next time.
Okay, and let me say to you, it's like when you go in the grocery store, you don't want to wait, but you got to wait your turn. So sometimes you might come somewhere where there's something going on that you don't like. Scroll on. Go to a different store. Okay, double standard. All of these people, well, he said this and he hurt her feelings. And first of all, being bald is not a condition. Alopecia is. Alopecia is a condition. If he came up there and said, ha, alopecia of the year, like if it was a joke that used alopecia, that made sense. He spoke about being bald. Bald is a hairstyle. Bald is a hairstyle. It's not a medical condition. Now, again, our beautiful Black people, this is how we do. Black women are appalled. I can't believe he said that to her. I wish my husband would go slap somebody for me like that if they talked about me. And there was even one of my Facebook friends, she said that nobody had defended her about her alopecia yet. Y'all want people to be attacked over this stuff? But Paul, let me tell you the double standard. This is the double standard. And this is the part that grates my nerves. These same people that are so appalled by what was said about Jada Pinkett are ripping Wesley Snipes to shreds. That N-word looked like a raisin. Look at his bald head. Oh, who dressed Wesley? Wesley looks horrible. Ha, he looks a mess. You know who else they talk shit about? Chadwick Boseman. Oh, he looked like he on that stuff. Oh, he looked like he got that stuff. And he's dead. We lost him. He had cancer.
He was dying.
They were sitting here talking trash about him. Black people want to sit up and pick and choose. They want to pick and choose. People live on top of LeBron James' hairline. They live in Kevin Durant's bald spot. They stay talking about these people, these Black. So Black men can be talked about. That's okay. What? Because they're men, they should be able to just shrug it off. Men have feelings too.
Shrug it off. Thank you. Thank you.
If we're gonna love each other, let's love everybody. As she would say, let's heal. Let's all just heal each other. Anybody, it doesn't matter what.
I told you that positive shit.
Let's shift. Let's just love on everybody. No matter what kind of chromosomes they got, let's all put them in. Because we can't get mad at somebody for saying something about Jada being bald, but then we flip right over and talk about how ugly Wesley Snipes is. He is a beloved actor. He has given us some of the best stuff ever. Who doesn't love White Men Can't Jump?
Yeah. They talked about Woody. They talked about Woody too.
I'm about to make a post like I wish y'all defended me.
It's
the way
not
y'all
right. It's
defending
so
Jada's
unfair.
bars.
The double standard is just,
I don't know what
and
condition
it's us.
I ain't
It's
asked
us.
for this.
Yeah.
It's our people.
Okay.
Well,
It's
there's
our people.
a lot of self-hate in the black community. We know that. A lot of self-hate amongst black
But
folks.
it's
A lot of
old.
black folks
It
do
is
not love
old.
themselves. That's true.
It's
But there's a lot of
exhausting.
us we don't love ourselves and we don't love each other. That's for sure.
But we have to call
That's
each other out when we see it. And so that's why when I was seeing those posts, and one of my friends posted talking trash about Wesley Snipes, and I said, you know what? I said, I seem to remember another black actor being talked about in this way. They dogged the mess out of him. Remember Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You're right. I shouldn't have to remind you not to treat your own people like shit. That should just be ingrained in you. And white people don't do it. And no, and yeah, you mentioned the term white gaze. I'm not worried about white people, but what you do is you're feeding the enemy's stereotype. When you have the idea, you can't take black people nowhere. Well, you know, when you get to the top of the apex of the acting community and you have Will Smith acting like a buffoon, walking up just swatting people like a caveman. Good Lord.
He said like a caveman.
Like a caveman,
he went
exactly.
Up there like, he just
like a brute, a straight up brute.
And let me just tell you, y'all, I don't watch these shows. I don't watch the Grammys. I don't watch any of these shows. The closest I get to watching them is through the Facebook news feed. I know who's performing. I know what they're doing based by the comments on Facebook. So if somebody says, oh, so-and-so's on, I'll flip to the channel real quick to see what they're talking about. I turn it off. The one time my mom has been bothering me about the Oscars for a week. And I said, okay, I'm going to watch it. And I sat here like a deer in the headlights because I thought it was a joke. But when I looked at Chris Rock's face, he looked stunned. And when they cut the sound, I said, holy crap, this is real. And then nobody's talking about it, but did y'all catch where Will Smith, he spit on the stage?
Yo, I thought he spit on the stage. I was like, this just... Yo, Will Smith was on.
I ain't see that. Wow. Yeah.
His whole Philly personality.
He is. Let me tell you, Mother Moonchild, goddess of flowing eagles, has wrecked his soul. Do you hear me? That man has a permanent vacation home in Tupac's shadow, and now he feels like he has to be a complete brute to show her, look, I'm not a punk. See, look what I did for you. Because she gave him the side eye of, look, you about to validate all the hatred that I have for you. And that's what he saw when he looked over there, because he laughed at first, but then he looked over at her and he saw that face like, you better do something. August is on speed dial.
All right. Well,
yo, seriously, man, that's some real stuff she said, man. That's some real stuff, man. Yeah, that stuff, all man been there. I know we don't talk about relationships, but it gets tougher, man, when you feel like, man, there's nothing I can do, goddammit. He trying to fight celebrities, he trying to fight dead people. Like, babe, I got this virtual machine that can show you I could beat Tupac if he was here. Nah, Tupac the one. See, all right, man, that stuff hurt, man. I don't know if that stuff fake or not. People say it's all
like, do y'all follow them like on Red Table? Do y'all ever watch any of this?
No,
listen,
I never watch it.
Let me just tell y'all just a couple of things, because I know y'all have to go. Let me tell y'all what he's dealing with. Okay. When she had this entanglement conversation, she's talking about the fact that she slept with August, and everybody had been saying for years that they had an open relationship, and that's why I don't really care much for people talking about Wendy Williams. I got kicked out.
Got kicked out. You still here? We still see you.
What Wendy Williams do, y'all?
I mean, she's just talking about how her relationship was all messed up and all that, and
somebody was with Wendy Williams. Say no,
I know you ain't missed all of that madness. Come on,
bro. I ain't know she had somebody for real, bro. Wendy Williams is
Well, no, because remember her dude was cheating on her, and there was something about because Charlemagne the God, he used to work with her, and then she was mad at people trying to say that he introduced this girl to her husband. I think he did, but he did it through business, not like he was trying to hook her husband up with somebody. Of course, that was Wendy Williams' husband, and Wendy Williams was his boss, and that's what he was saying. Like, I didn't hook him up.
Married to?
Wendy is the biggest.
Somebody married
Wendy.
Williams?
Oh yeah.
Well,
She ain't married no more.
Wendy always bashing or going in on people, but yet she never got sued. So a lot of the stuff that Wendy said must have been true because you never seen Wendy getting sued.
Yeah. I've never watched her. I've never been a fan of hers. I know people who like her. I've never liked Wendy Williams. My dad likes her show. I think her show sucks. But he liked her back in the day when she was. Well, she used to be a radio disc jockey. She was a shock jock, like your boy, the king of media, Howard Stern. She was like a black female Howard Stern, And then this one Spanish chick I used to work with, that's what she told me. She said that's why you don't like her, because she's a guy, she's a girl, but she talks like a guy. And I said, I don't like her just because I don't like her, but I think she just sucks. But you know what I'm saying? They tried to, people did talk about her relationship and. Because the dude ended up leaving her because I think he had knocked up the girl that he was cheating on her with and all this other stuff.
Right
thing. Is that him? I think so. Yeah, and I think that's the girl, ain't it? Yeah, I think that's them. Yeah.
Look at cheeks. Yeah. I do not want a girl with some deep cheeks, but Wendy, she just don't do it for me. Not my taste.
I've never liked her. I ain't never been a fan of her stuff. I just think her stuff. She's not funny to me.
I feel like she's not funny, and she extra mean.
She ain't trying to be funny.
You're right. She said it's not a comedy show, y'all. It's a gossip show.
Wendy just been telling you the truth.
It don't look like Sunshine coming back, but
no, I think she's.
So all y'all men out there that's dealing with depression and feeling like you can't satisfy your loved one,
I'm here.
From
there you go.
Will, don't start slapping niggas.
Don't do that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Sorry about that. No, what I was going to say is that she has been embarrassing him for a very long time. And they had talked about when they did the whole entanglement conversation, and he was in an interview with someone else, and he was basically saying that how they had to change their idea of marriage based on the fact that Jada was brought up in a different environment than him. And so she wasn't used to seeing a conventional relationship. And so really, so what that looked like was more so, I think that people are seeing now that she's the one who's been orchestrating a lot of this.
So I heard that. No, he's been simping.
In order to please her.
And he won't put his foot down with her versus putting his foot down with the rest of the world. Because she's the one you need to draw the line with. I'm telling you, Jada should be there, and he should be smacking like, "Bitch, the joke was funny. Shut your ass."
Here's the thing. Well, he doesn't want to call his wife the B word, but she's really. I can't even say she, because no one can make you do anything that you don't want to do. He is really just going above and beyond to get along and to work around her idea of what a marriage or a union or a partnership or whatever they're calling each other is. When you sit there with your spouse and you think it's comedy to say, we ride together, we die together, bad
I saw that
life, and y'all fist.
I agree.
I agree. Bad marriage.
What was the point?
I would never sit with my husband and vow to stay in a bad marriage. We got to go.
Yeah. She's talking about a scene. Listen, Justice, there was a scene from Red Table Talk where they were talking about the August Alsina incident. And then she said to him, that's when I had the entanglement with August Alsina. And then that's when they said together, like, good marriage, bad marriage for life. And they fist bumped about it. So that's obviously a personal joke that they have, but that's a very toxic joke. And you shouldn't be proud about having a bad marriage.
It was a play on words from Bad Boys. How he and Martin said, we ride together, we die together.
There you
bad
go.
boys for life. life. She said bad
Mm.
marriage, and they said it at the same time, so you know it was rehearsed. Bad marriage for life. Ah, and they
Yeah,
laughed.
I'm sure that's a joke that they have amongst each other, but that's
That
sad
was
because that's not
horrible.
a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not a joke.
Dang. Will then fell from grace dealing with
and,
this. He really liked this chick, man.
Wendy Williams has talked about them for years, and that's why people say I don't care about Wendy Williams. She gets what she gets, and blah blah blah. And I can't stand her. You can say what you want to say about Wendy Williams, but she has yet to be sued. When she says some stuff about somebody, usually down the line they find out. She talked about Will. She said they had an open relationship. She said they were into all of things. She talked about their key parties. I know some people, I know for a fact, some people that used to go to their house back in the 90s, they did. Back in the day, she had a thing for females who played basketball. So they would have a bowl, you grab keys, and you go with whoever's keys you get.
Yeah.
And so what do they call that? Years of him looking the other way, years of him just basically letting her be her.
Hell, Will been sipping for too long.
And that's why she made the comment about Eva Mendes. She was like, well, she's one of Will's gimmies. And the reporter was like, what? And she was like, well, there are certain women that he's been attracted to during his career, and he knows that there's just a couple of women that if it went down, I wouldn't be mad about it. Was basically what she was saying, was like he had some people that she would let him be with. And there's also some sort of rule that he's not allowed to act with Nia Long. She has something against Nia Long, and that's why I thought it was really odd that of all the characters to bring back into the Bel Air series, they chose to bring Lisa, because that's who Nia Long played.
Wow. You know, I mean, hey, you know what? Hey, listen, back in my single days, I would go to swinger parties, and I've met swinger couples. I've talked to swinger. I'm talking about these are married people, but they're swingers. Some people can live that lifestyle. If you can do that, fine. I ain't never been to one because I don't like to share my meat. I'm stingy with my meat. I don't like to share it. So there's that. But if you're the type of guy who don't mind sharing your supper, do your thing. But, you know, and I think with this situation, talking about she was used to different types of relationships, it sounds like she talked him into being a swinger, and he wasn't ready for it. And he's not handling it well. Let the lady know up front, hey, guess what? That ain't me. Because I done told women, guess what? That ain't me. If that ain't you, that ain't you.
It seems like he's forcing himself into a situation where he's trying to please her, and he's trying to be like her. Because I'll give you an example. If y'all pay attention to Will Smith like I do, because even though I'm pissed off at him right now, I'm a Will Smith. I love me some Will Smith, so I'm always on his National Geographic, his YouTube channel, his IG. I pay attention to him because he's fun. He's a fun-loving guy. He's very entertaining. If y'all remember, shortly after the August Alsina incident, there's a young lady. She became famous on Vine and on YouTube. Her name is Liza Koshy. And she makes the funny faces, and she does all these different little characters and stuff, right? Will Smith did not show his face without that little girl with him. He had her everywhere. I said, oh, he's off on his own little sabbatical with his little girlfriend. They were around each other all the time. And I think that's what they do. I think when she had her little friend, he's like, okay, you took me to the round table. See you when I see you. I'm about to go snorkeling with Liza. And those two hung out for like, it was about 2 or 3 months that they were hard and heavy around each other. But everybody always says, oh, well, no, that's Willow's friend. Oh, no, that's Jaden's friend. So was August.
I hope, oh my Lord, oh my God, now you're making me look at Will Smith kind of side eye, like, hold up now.
And look at Liza's career catapulted. She got that show on Netflix. She's got her podcast. She's got modeling jobs and stuff now. They're putting these people on, but they're part of their little circle. And so what happened I think what happened with August Alsina is that she had him feeling like he was the man. He was staying in their house. If you see the interview with he and Angela Yee, he said he gave years of his life to that relationship. It was not a fly-by-night thing. It was not a one-night stand. He said years. We just heard about it. That thing was going on for like 2 or 3 years. And if y'all think back, if y'all ever watched the Red Table, when they did the series on addiction, guess who was sitting at the Red Table? Gammy, Jada, Will's sister, and August Alsina.
Yeah.
He was traveling with them. He was traveling with them. Her, Will, all of them was traveling together.
Dang, I wish she had used me like that. I would have enjoyed life.
You said,
where do you find these women at? I need to put my resume in, like, available for.
He said it'd be like Bill Weathers if it feels this good being used.
Yeah, I ain't wearing no leather. I ain't wearing no leather.
Excuse me.
You ain't gonna have me in no
good being used.
No test or nothing, or no cage. I don't do that stuff. I got. If y'all something happen to you, I ain't gonna starve to death in the cage or nothing, man. Listen, I ain't that kinky, but I will definitely be a partner for the ones who need partnering up.
Yeah, I mean, there's all types of weird stuff that people get into. And here's my thing. If you're in a couple, you just got to make sure that your wife or husband is on the same thing. If you want to be a swinger, then they got to be into that lifestyle. If you just want to be a polygamist, you got to be into that lifestyle. If you're going to be poly, because I know a lot of the young people into these poly relationships. I keep hearing that where I work and everywhere else with these young folk. If you want to do that, everyone has to be on the same page.
Poly relationships is out there. They be making it work, man. Yo,
if you can find, I ain't never been that type of guy. That's just not me.
After seeing a guy having to do with 2 women, heck no. Yo, at first I was like, 2 women, 3 women.
Sounds good, don't it?
I don't know.
Because D-Ray Davis has 2 women, and he said,
listen, look, the other cats can do it, but
okay, well, there you go. And you're right. I have seen his stand up, and I heard him talk about that. And he did say he liked it. I hear that. But everything ain't for everybody.
I be way too involved with a woman, emotionally attached. When you talking about 2 hearts and minds to deal with, my head hurts just thinking about it. 3, with the liquor.
Wait. So, would you do 2 robots?
Nah.
You can turn setting. You get just the settings on those, bro. I'm on my intelligence 0.
A setting on.
Change the setting.
How often to talk? Every 30 minutes. Like, bro, this is stop, bro. Now listen, bro. If we talking 2 robots, Will had a Jada Pinkett robot. Like, look just like her, smells just like her. He didn't know the difference. Like, hey, that's a robot. Like, get out of here. Yep. And then she showed her robot face. We'll be all in. Like, you know what? I ain't gotta be married. And she just for you, bro. No extra stuff. No swing. Nah, man. Y'all got a real.
No entanglements.
Yeah.
No entanglements.
None of this would happen. Will would not be on that stage. We'll be so happy. He probably be on stage like, you know what? Here, Chris Rock, you're the greatest host ever. Take my reward since they won't give you nothing. Here, man. Look, bro. I know in the alternate reality where men that finally came to their senses, this is going on, man. Everybody's happy, man. Maybe not women so much, but men is definitely happy, and there's no men fighting amongst each other.
No, I have seen a video on YouTube where dude, it's an older white gentleman, and he has his. I mean, I personally feel like they should go check this fellow's house out because he has his robot, and his robot, she looks like a twin. She's a twin. He takes this thing to dinner. He takes this thing with him when he goes out of the house.
He doing all the stuff you're not supposed to.
He sits it up on the couch. They have dinner together. He functions with this doll as his woman.
He doing too much for me.
Yeah, is that one of them sex dolls?
Yeah.
He just got a
sex things doll. Are expensive too. You pay up to $7,000 for one of them.
Like an Asian
I know more, bro. I looked it up recently. $2,000.
Oh my God, he is keeping way better
stuff.
Prices.
For way better stuff And I had to check. I was like, man, I'm talking all this stuff. Let me see if the robot women is available yet. Yo, way better than the dude she talking about years ago. Way better quality and everything for $2,500. I'm like, dang, hold on. They didn't even let you finance it. I'm like, but these guys want like money.
Oh my God.
My Lord.
Wait
oh
a
my
minute,
Lord.
y'all.
But yo,
y'all gonna start the show and y'all gonna see something in the peripheral of Kid Justice, and it's gonna be his robot.
Hey,
He's gonna be like, baby, introduce yourself.
You got a new girl, man. Was like, new girl, you got the back.
I'm telling you, as soon as they make them where they just look too fake for me. I'm like, man, that's a Barbie doll, bro. I don't want to deal with that. Look, if they make that joint look real, especially if I can upload faces, like, man, you can upload any celebrity, man. Ooh.
Jada,
bro. I want my stuff simple. You ain't gotta do all that extra stuff, man. Don't try to cook or clean. Just turn on. Turn on. It's like that, bro. Simple settings. Talk every 30 minutes. Talk every hour. Like, yeah, man. Not too much, man.
You trying to get a robot sponsorship? Somebody gonna send you a robot.
No,
yeah, that's what he said. He want a free robot in the mail.
He can crowdfund one.
I'm about to look up some stuff. Man, that's smart, DJ.
Kickstarter crowdfunding.
Just a robot.
I ain't crowdfunding my stuff, man. Listen, when I get my robot,
people will donate to the craziest stuff. You got kids who are broke, who were donating money to help Kylie Jenner become a billionaire. They were trying to push her over into that bracket. So they were sending her money. So if you got on there, I promise to goodness, you could have a person that said, hey, I need to get a hip replacement surgery. Help me. And people be like, well, you should have medical insurance. But if you got on there and said, yo, we want to buy a robot so I can have sex, people are trying to get you money.
Hey, you might be on the
side. Fun, stupid stuff.
And I'm about to just start setting up some stuff for no reason.
Create an outlandish backstory, post it.
I don't have to. I already got crazy ideas. That's good enough.
Well, you speaking it into existence. That's for sure.
Ooh, yeah, you're right, man. I'm on a computer now.
Look, I was going to ask y'all, what do y'all think about manifestation? Do y'all believe you can speak things into the world?
I mean, yeah. All right, so
people been talking about that.
I was playing cards one time, and I was a big no believer on that. Like, man, words is words. Shut up. But when I was playing cards, and I asked for my card, I was like, I asked for it, and I manifested the card, and it came up, and I won the game. It was Tonk, and then we played again, and I won the game again, playing Tonk. I'm like, dang, maybe manifestation of words work, or I'm just lucky coincidence. I don't know. I'm a dude that's all about.
I'm a fan of vision boards.
Vision boards, positive talk, all that stuff. I'm skeptical on like, I mean, y'all might just be talking to yourselves in mirrors.
The reason why I believe in it is because it used to be more of like with the vision boards, is positive reinforcement because you're seeing the thing. I can tell you honestly, I wrote some things down on a piece of paper. Y'all can ask D-Poise. I wrote these things down on this piece of paper, right? And I had a picture of a Ford Edge. And I told him, I said, I want a Ford Edge. I printed it off on a piece of copier paper at VSP. I folded it up. I taped it to our bedroom wall. Looked like total crap on the wall, but I did it anyway. I put Post-it notes up on the wall. And I put new carpet. I wanted new windows. I wanted carpet in the basement. I wrote all these things, just stuck them up on Post-it notes. And D-Poise looked at me and he's like, that's a lot. And that's going to be very expensive. What would you do? What are you going to do? And I remember it like it was yesterday. I promised Bible. I said to him, I said, something is going to happen. Something outlandish. Everybody's going to be okay. but there's going to be a windfall of money. It's going to come, and I'm doing all of this stuff. Watch. I said it as sure as I know my name. I told him this is going to happen. I have a Ford Edge out there in the driveway right now. We have new windows. We have new carpet in the front room. We have brand new carpet in the basement. We just replaced it with vinyl flooring. We had a house fire, and I got enough money left over from everything to do everything that I wanted to do. A house fire is pretty outlandish.
Wow.
And we ended up moving out of here. We stayed in corporate housing. We loved where we stayed. It was an adventure. I didn't look at it as something bad or sad. It was something different. We kicked it in a hotel for 45 days. Then we stayed in an apartment for months. There were some undesirable things that happened with the renovation process, but everything that I wrote on those slips of paper happened. Everything.
Wow. Hey, dear. Hey, yeah, I agree with that. If you can conceive it, you can. What do they say? If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. So
Yeah,
you gotta speak it to existence.
I'm extra skeptical. For me, it's all sound like hocus pocus to me. But that's just how I view it. Like, but if it works for other people, I'm not going to discredit them for it. Do what works for you. That sounds great.
Hey. Now, I'm not a religious man, but what does it say? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So that's faith. Faith is you have to have that faith, and I'm not a religious man.
See that whole saying, faith is the substance of things hoped for,
the evidence of things not seen.
See, that's some Marvel movie stuff. I'm like, bro. I'm just logical. Like, if you want that car, you gotta save up the down payment, get your credit.
I hear that
decently, and I'm just all calculating. But when you be like, manifestation, and I'm like, I don't feel like anything in the world is unattainable.
Well, that's also a part of it too. You can speak these things into existence, but you also do like you do. Take the steps, save the money, get an extra job to save the money to get this thing. All of that's a part of it, but you're still speaking into existence while you're doing that stuff too.
We should have anything we want. I'm like, man, y'all don't gotta tell y'all something y'all beautiful in the mirror. Just wake up and know it. Like, bro, I know I'm beautiful. You know what I mean? People, if one person has tried to get at you, you beautiful. Trust me. I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta tell you something just smart. You get there. You don't have to do that. I just feel like,
sometimes people need to hear things.
I feel like sometimes you want something, and sometimes you not. Sometimes you want to work out. Sometimes you want to take a break. Sometimes you want to work on your business. Sometimes you want to just want to chill and bird watch. Just do whatever you want. I believe in freedom. I feel like some of that stuff feel like more rituals and stuff to continue to keep you in a certain way of thinking and stuff. I'm like, just do what you want, man. Because to me, you're great whether you build something or not, whether you're the laziest person in the world.
I feel that.
You're doing something good for yourself. You don't have to do none of this stuff. This is optional. Life is optional.
Well, some people like the motivation. Like, I'm not an affirmation guy, but I got plenty of friends who do affirmations, who see affirmations, they send them to me. I'm not going to poo-poo that. That's cool. I don't need that. I don't search that out. But if you send it to me, I'll receive it because positivity is always good. But I agree. I make my own. I give myself pep talks. I create my own positivity. People ask me that all the time. Like, yeah, you such an upbeat guy. It ain't by accident. You know what I'm saying? I work on this. I make sure to stay upbeat. So, but everybody doesn't have that. Not everybody has that. And I understand that. That's fine.
I got way
it helps.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. What?
There it is.
I feel that stuff. Like, maybe I do affirmations. Maybe I'm crazy. But I really don't. I did try affirmations. I was like, man, I already know this stuff. I ain't about to spend 1 second saying it out loud when I already told myself it a million times before I got up.
Then it's not for you. But it's fine for somebody else, but it's just not for you. That's true.
Exactly. Like,
let me tell y'all.
Affirmations, all that stuff. Everybody got their own methods. For me, I just put it all up here. Like, bro, keep that up there because you gonna always need that. Like, that's where it need to be. That's for me though. Everybody else, they gotta see it, they gotta hear it. Everybody's different. Human beings are different. What's it called? What's the thing about love? What is that book called?
Love language.
The love language.
Yeah, it's like people love languages. It's like they're motivation language or something. I don't know what to call it. I'm gonna write a book about it though. Now that I came up with that. Yeah, we're about to be rich, y'all. Motivational languages. That's what
I support all of it. I feel like I've learned enough. Well, not enough. Let me not say that because I'm constantly learning. But I've read a lot about all of the different religions, all of the different things. Like there have been things that I have studied and even practiced that have helped me through a rough time that some Christians would be like, oh my God, why would you say that? Why would you do that? There have been times it's a Sanskrit, it's not Sanskrit, it's a chant. It's a Hindu chant. And you can just say Shreem Clean. And those are about abundance and about wealth and abundance. And Om Shreem Clean Lakshmi, the goddess Lakshmi. Om Shreem Clean Lakshmi Ye Namaha. And you can ask Depoys. I had some money that was supposed to be sent to me, but it was supposed to take 3 months. I got that money in 2 weeks.
Yeah, there you go.
Like Jay-Z, he said, Alhamdulillah, I run through them all. He don't care whatever works for you. Now, if it's something dark or the dark arts or something crazy like that, nope, I have no use for anything like that. But
yeah, I agree.
If I can, because you got some people that they'll give up or call themselves selling their soul. It's not yours to sell, but they'll call themselves doing that. No, everything. It's not up for grabs.
Oh, well,
man. Before we cancel out, I disagree, man. Say nah, I'm just playing, man. I ain't.
Hey, what you gonna disagree with?
Well, let me say this about that real quick. The truck that I have, I willed it into my life. Everything down to the color came up.
Wow.
There she goes. She's back.
I believe you, DJ.
Nah, he really did, because let me tell y'all, he showed me on his phone. He had this screensaver, and I'm like, what is this? And it's a vision board that he downloaded, and he put these pictures on the vision board. And I'm like, how did you put your truck on there? He was like, nah, this is old. It was the vision board. He had a picture of the truck that he wanted on that vision board, and that's the truck in the driveway.
Wow. Hey, I believe. Hey, there it is. That's what I'm saying. I mean, everything is connected. You know what I'm saying? Don't just think. You know what I'm saying? Justice. Don't think that we just go through this life and these things aren't connected. Everything's connected. So when you speak things, I mean, have you ever talked about something and then 10 years from later it happens? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's you putting it out there. So it comes. I mean, that's real. You know,
I'm not discrediting you guys. Everybody.
I'm just saying. There's something to it.
Have you talked about somebody, and then you go in the corner store and here they come around the corner like, man, I was just talking about you.
I feel y'all. I'm skeptical. I'm not a non-believer. I'm just like, maybe we might be tripping. Y'all think maybe we just this might be a coincidence? Like, I mean, yeah, you wanted it bad enough, so you got it. That's how I see it. But spiritual, universal connection, galactic ley lines. I'm like, y'all say my Android woman theories are far-fetched. I'm just saying, man.
They're saying if you want that Android, you got to speak it into existence. You got to put that Android on your vision board.
I just make it myself or find somebody to make it. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, man, we already have enough schematics nowadays. I should be able to get it done.
Oh God, here we go.
Look,
here we go. Always goes back to the robot.
Yeah. 2 hours is my max. I'm done.
Look.
Go ahead.
Look, we are more powerful than y'all know, and I could go really deep on this for y'all, but just remember, when you see those pictures of our ancestors when they came over here from Africa, and they showed them with them things, them ball gags in their mouth, and they had them belts around their mouth, it was a reason they wanted to keep them quiet.
Oh yeah, there was there was a tribe. I think it's hard to pronounce their name. It was like TZU or TUZ, something like that. But they couldn't be captured by slave captures because whatever god they prayed to, when they said his name, he showed up. So I mean, they said that slave captors, like white people, try to capture them, and they start speaking and whatever they speak, they call on their god, and stuff would start moving, and people would get hurt. So they couldn't capture
they
these
would
slaves.
cut their tongues
This is
out.
true. Yes.
It wasn't because they didn't want to, they didn't care about them talking. It's the things they were saying. The incantations are real.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yimmy ya. Mama Wata.
Be quiet. You summoned all of our viewers to hell by accident. Chill.
Now, Justice, you get into comic books, right?
Self-hate. I'm talking about.
Now, look, you get into comic books, right? Do you remember Black Panther when they were remember when they were doing that prayer? And he told the white dude, what he tell him? He said, "You turn around, don't even look at them. Don't you listen to a word coming out these sisters' mouth, because this ain't for you. Don't know nothing about this." We have that power. We've always had that power. That's why that brother, and I said the same thing, bro, turn around. This is our thing. This is not your thing. And that's where I get that from the Italian, because that's what the Italian said about about the mafia. This is our thing. That's why they didn't let other people in it. As Black people, we need to know that stuff from our ancestors, that's our thing, and we don't let other people bear witness to it.
But we're told to fear it. We're told it's the devil. Exactly. We're told it's bad, and it's not.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Not. No, it isn't.
Well, before we go, I got one question for you. I got one thing. I saw this on TV the other day, and I thought about
to send us down another rabbit hole, as Jennifer would say.
Be careful.
Another rabbit hole.
Whoa.
Robot dog, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. That looks cool, don't it?
It's on Amazon, bro. You getting one? Yo, you gonna replace your dog?
Why would I want to walk a robot?
Why would I want to walk
robots is to have less. I don't want a fake robot dog.
They got the robot guard dogs though. You seen those?
I get a robot dog to fake.
Yeah, they can blow a hole in the door.
Look, a robot guard dog. I don't want no robot guards because I don't want it being like Black Intruder. Bow, bow. Like, bro,
and it was you.
Bro, like, I live here. Like, I don't want no robot guards, no robot arm, nothing. I don't want a robot that could do. Well, it kind of would be kind of sweet to have a sexy robot that could be my bodyguard as well. That is sweet. Luz, people wouldn't even know it. If somebody trying to attack me when tentacle arms come out, choke them, rip your head.
You don't want to walk a robot dog, but you want to walk a robot female.
Exactly. Does that make any sense? Doesn't make any sense at all.
She walks right in front of me, and people don't get out of my way. She push them, and they go flying because she got robot strength. Oh God.
Bro, she got robot strength.
Move out of her way. Move out of my way. I love to have.
Oh my Lord.
So let's ask the question, okay? So say these robots get integrated into society. Where's the line? What happens if your robot chick decides to toss somebody and hurts them? Does she go to jail or do you go to jail? Since your robot chick got out of line, she's not even a human. Are you going to do time for her? Because somebody has to do time.
You programmed her.
I love these conversations. So yeah, she's not going to have any real strength, and she won't have any defensive capabilities. I retract all that because you know what? That's
take all that back.
She's just going to be a domestic. Like she's just going to be at home, and she's never going to want to go outside or anything. She's just going to love being at home. That's how she's going to be programmed. Like home,
you know,
it's like a vacuum cleaner or something. Never leave the house.
You remember iRobot? You remember after so many cycles, so many reboots, they start to develop different qualities. So what about when she wait a minute,
new robot.
I want to go out there. Can I go outside?
That joint gonna be ran on Windows 98. I'm not hugging that stuff up. Bro, that stuff
Windows 98.
Windows 98?
Bro.
Windows 98.
Wow. Cats be tripping. They be like, they have everything. They be like, now let's get AI technology. Like, why? She'll act like a real woman. Bro, the point is, the robot does not deal with stuff like the stuff you deal with in relationships, but getting what you want out of it. Bro, I'm telling you, man, the robot women will the biggest. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm about to get into robotics today. I'm a engineer.
I agree, Jennifer. I can't.
Yeah, we can't. We all can't, Jennifer.
Hey, y'all ask, man. I've been invested, man, for a long time. I got the idea from Futurama. Futurama straight up gave me the idea. They said, hey, yo, it was a time.
Isn't she a Cyclops? The one chick?
No, yeah, there is the Cyclops.
Yeah, in Futurama,
there was an episode where they showed that the world ended because all the men had robot women, and they married up on them, and the women had robot men, and nobody went outside anymore. All everybody did was watch TV and have sex with their robot all day and night. The robot would cook and clean and do all this stuff. And people they just quit functioning. Aliens came through, they destroyed the earth. They ain't even know because they just up on the robot. It's like, dang, the earth blew up. Went back inside. Life was ruined. And then they banned them. They said we can never do that again because society stopped moving. But I don't think society stopped moving. That was just a Futurama episode. That was a funny episode.
I like Futurama.
I do too. You know they're coming out with a new
season. Great cartoon.
Really?
Oh, for real? Yeah, they're bringing it back. They talking about bringing it back. But I was like, I've been waiting. So they're bringing it back. Okay.
Restarted for the black shows. Atlanta restarted. Oh, that's back on. And there's one more.
Oh yeah, it's a new episode, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. What you talking about? Of what?
Atlanta. That's the show with Donald.
Yeah, that's dope. I love Atlanta. Yeah.
Yo, the first episode. What was up with the first episode?
I ain't see it.
Okay.
What was up with the second one?
Spoiler, I'm about to log out.
Hey,
he's the log out.
Can y'all talk about the first episode next week, please?
Okay,
we'll do that. Yeah.
Please, make sure you watch.
Well, we can talk about it tomorrow. You gonna watch it tonight?
Man,
hey, the question is tonight, will there be something crazy on Saturday Night Live about what happened with Will?
They gonna
that's what we need to talk about.
That's about to watch in a couple hours.
Gerard Carmichael is the one. I guarantee you Chris Redd is gonna be Will Smith. Gerard Carmichael is gonna be Chris Rock. Guarantee you.
That's gonna be funny.
This probably gonna be the last week they talk about it heavy. And they gonna start dying down.
It should be. Come on, man. It's been a week. It's been food for fodder for a week. We're done with it. I'm gonna talk about it on my show tomorrow. We're done with it.
Yeah. Is that a question, Jennifer? I don't know.
I'm sick of hearing about Will.
Hey, can I tell y'all?
I agree.
Y'all know who needs an Oscar too, and we just ignoring her altogether.
Who?
Lupita Nyong'o needs an Oscar for her facial expression.
You see her eyes get on me. Oh my God. This brother's tripping. That was so funny. That's so funny. Because she was so beautiful. When you see that face just light up like that, she was like, oh my God.
And she was making
I know it was so awkward. She like, should I say something? Nah, I'm gonna just shut up. Nah, ain't my business.
You could tell she was tripping. Her face was just like, are you serious?
We don't know, Jennifer. That's what I'm saying. We hope so. I'm sure they will be. They gonna let that go by.
You never know, because SNL, that's Chris Rock's family. He may tell them, don't. We don't really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I hope Chris.
I know I would be surprised if they didn't make any jokes about that.
This is material. He need to use this for his career, man. I don't care what he
say.
Tomorrow, please tune in for. Let me get it. Look, I'm trying to make the show better, man. Our guest.
Yeah, Marcella Music.
Yes, more R&B for y'all.
Yep.
More of that R&B.
Y'all get
straight R&B. Straight R&B.
Sunshine, did you hear our guest shout you out?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh wow. Yeah, she showed you some love for your positivity.
Love back to you, my dear. We spoke in a message, so messenger. So I'll reach out to her again. She's a sweetheart.
She is.
I like her.
She can come back on the show whenever. I can't wait for her to drop some more stuff.
Cause I popped in and y'all were all dancing, and then y'all know I popped back out.
Them tracks go in.
Yeah. Tomorrow 1:30. Y'all gonna love that R&B. Y'all listen to her, I'm sure by now. She's dope too.
Yeah, I like her too. She got some dope stuff. Yes, she's dope.
She's an actress, singer. She do it all too. So she dope too. So shout out to the women doing music, man. About time.
Give it up. Bring R&B back, motherfucker.
Yes, bring R&B back, man. For real.
He got problems.
Make R&B great again.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the outro. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Kid Justice in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Sorry,
Everybody celebrate. We got Kid Justice 10 minutes past the 2-hour mark. Come on. Give it up.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be at the liquor store, you know what I mean?
Oh. I thought you had some liquor.
Man, I'm starting to look at
this. They got to get some more.
Man, we might want to go back. It's going to be a long night.
Oh.
All right, though. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We out here, you know what I'm saying? Spit fire, save matches, whatever you want to do.
This voice he be doing.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is.
His music, special guest Sunshine. Yes, make sure y'all follow.
Thank y'all for letting me pop in and hang out. I appreciate it. Because I know this is the man zone. So thank y'all for sharing y'all.
Yeah, man, get out our barbershop.
I'm gonna get out the barbershop. Much love, y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Three bald guys in a barbershop. Yes, 3 bald guys in a barbershop. There you go. What we there for?
One up on my beard, bro. I don't know what you talking about.
Yeah.
Nah, I do all that myself. I can't mess with it.
All right, Will. Hey, shout out to Will. Squash that beat. Apologize to Chris. You know what I'm saying? Chris, shout out to you.
Word.
Followers, you know what I mean? Blah,
True
blah,
indeed.
blah. Shout out to Android women. We out of here. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We out.
All right, no doubt. See you tomorrow.
Peace.
It's now time for the nationally syndicated radio show that brings nothing but heat. Spitfire, save the matches radio with the brothers that are unmatched.